Alright, what is going on everyone? In this video we're going to be learning about audio effects and working with a bunch of audio layers and then audio transitions. We're going to be working with the Terminator Dark Fate trailer. This was a contest that Adobe did a couple years back, and they had given the files for free, and then now I use these files as a way for you guys to be able to practice audio techniques. So I had already done this and my recorder was not recording, and so I already kind of have it all complete, but I'm gonna go ahead and just create a new one, so y'all don't have to do this part. You should already see well, I'll show you what you should see, but I'm going to duplicate this one here. Let's see if I can copy and paste. There we go. Drop it in here, and we're gonna name this one as example 2. We're going to open it up over here, and we're going to delete all of this here. Delete. I'm also going to delete audio tracks because you should only see about one of them. Delete track. Delete track. Sorry. There we go. So you should see about 3 audio tracks, and your video should look a little bit more like this, or your timeline, something like that, I guess, with maybe this a little bit smaller. There we go. And then I'll leave that there, but it should look like that.
Talk fast. You first.
And so as you can see, there's only dialogue here, and our job is to start adding all the sound effects. Now, for the most part, most students, when they're barely learning, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. If you put your mouse right in between these dark lines, you can see the arrows that pop up. It allows you to kind of make things a little bit bigger. I don't want to work with my video too much, like it's important, but as long as I can kind of see it, I'm okay with that. I also don't care too much for my video clips here, as my video clips are already organized and they already have their effects and their cross dissolves and dips to black and all that good stuff, so there's not much for me to do there. So I'm going to bring this up here so that I only see a little bit of it. Now all this space, I want to be able to see my audio files. So currently I have 3 layers: audio 1, 2, and 3, and that's what we're going to be working with, and we're also going to be creating more so we can kind of work with. Now most students would just be satisfied with adding a trailer song or a music and then call it a day. So I believe the one that I used, and I'm gonna be referencing back over here so I can kind of see what I did, but this is going to be extraction. So close that panel. This one right here, extraction. So this is the song that I ended up using. Again, you can use whichever one you want. Just kind of play around with them and see which one you like, but I kind of like this one because it sounds pretty good. Mainly because this one like builds up the suspense, and that's kind of what this video is doing. So we'll go ahead and add this towards the beginning. Now when I add this towards the beginning, you can use these 2 right here to kind of zoom in wherever your timeline is at. And so I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I notice that it plays and then it stops, right? And then it plays again and it stops. So I could just get rid of this altogether by removing it just like so and putting just that, but I actually kind of like that, and I'm going to start it right around here.
Talk fast.
And I like when this goes right when she kind of like stands up like that. I like it. So if I go back, it's more like this.
Talk. Talk fast.
Boom, 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 right? Okay, cool. So, and then I'll explain what this is at a later time, but
First.
it's just the way that I kind of made it so that you could hear the audio, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, cool. So I kind of like that. Now that my music is kind of just set there at the beginning, it all makes sense. Anything else that needs to be adjusted later on will be adjusted later on, but let's go ahead and mute my song for now because I only want to hear the dialogue. And so now my job here is to kind of start adding sound effects, right? So under sound effects, you're gonna see so many things that I downloaded for you guys. Body hitting the wall, chainsaws, debris, door creaks, fire flames, footsteps, gunshots, metal impacts, pistol handlings, whatever. So the first one is gonna be under pistol handling. It's gonna be here.
Talk fast.
So as she gets up and grabs that gun off her hand, we're gonna look for something that we can use. Yeah, I kind of like that, so we'll put that here. Now, again, use this a lot so you can kind of zoom in and do things right when the action is happening. So when the action happens, I wanna. So we don't need the rest of these. So we're gonna just go ahead and just cut that off. And that's really all that we need. Now, I believe in here somewhere. Don't know if this is the one I used, but okay. So also just an FYI, whenever I think it was 3, something 3, but under let's try body hits the wall. Okay, yeah, this one. Whenever you run out of audio spaces, so we have audio 1, which is our dialogue, audio 2, which is our song, and then audio 3, which is our first sound effect. But right around here, we need another sound effect, and we don't have the space for it. So we can just drag it into an empty spot down here, and it'll create a new tab for us. We can make it a little bit bigger as well. So this will be our audio 4. And so right here, I just kind of want to put this. So there's like some kind of like ruffle sound, you know, as they're like. And so we want to do a body hits the wall. I mean, it's not the best, but we'll use it. So right around there's where I kind of want the sound effect. I don't like it. Which one did I use here? I use body hit 2. Yeah, I guess so. Body hit 2. Is it this one? Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and drag it in here. And I want it to be right around there. And so I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. That doesn't let me. There we go. And I'm gonna lower the volume of this a little bit because yeah, that's not too bad.
You first.
This is where this plays out. And so right here, a couple of things are going on. If we look at this in general, we see some fire going on in the background. And I did add a lot of fire stuff for you guys. So we have fire flames. Let's go ahead and turn one of these on. Yeah, so that actually sounds perfect. I'll bring this in here. So right around here's where it starts to fade in, right? Now, our fire, our flames, are also just going to hit you right in the face. And we don't want that because the video is fading in and we want the flames to also fade in. So we're gonna open up our audio transitions and we're gonna use constant power. I know it kind of sounds weird because it's constantly powered, but it's actually a fade. And now it kind of fades in, right? Perfect. We're also going to lower this down in audio so it's not as predominant.
My name is Sarah
perfect.
Connor.
And then right around here, that ends. So we're going to press C to cut it. Razor tool, and the shortcut is C. And then our shortcut for the selection tool is V. And we'll go ahead and delete that. Constant fade. Or actually, I'm not even going to put a constant fade because now it's going into ocean waves. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up ocean waves over here. So we have waves, ocean waves. Bring this over. And put it like that.
August 29th.
I'm also going to lower this one down as well because I don't want it to be that loud. And I'm going to drop a constant fade right here in between the both of them.
August 29th.
And that's going to allow me to give that ocean wave sound that I'm kind of looking for there. Now, when we go back over here, we also have some footsteps on dirt. And so we have footsteps in here that are on dirt. And I believe the ones that I used were these. Yeah, that one right there. And so I'm going to bring it in here. Now, what I'm going to do with this is, for example, like right here that she's lifting up her foot. I'm going to zoom into that because I want to try to be as specific as I can. And then right here where she's about to place her foot again, I'm going to hold Alt and drag. This is a Illustrator shortcut. And then right around there, I'm going to place another one. So I'm going to move it just a little bit. Bring this over.
My name is.
And so now we have this sound, right? But it sounds so loud
My name.
and fake at the same time, right? So even if I were to just lower these down, it might help a little bit, but it's still gonna be like
My name.
kind of just there, right? And so let me just double check here, but these are my footsteps on this one.
My name.
So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom into these. Yeah, so these are all lowered down, but they also have what I believe to be an effect. No, they do not. So they're just lowered down, but
My name.
sounds okay. But I'm going to play around with this specific filter. Now, this filter is an audio effect. It's called low pass. And what low pass essentially does is, if you ever see a movie where maybe somebody's listening to music, right? And they're wearing some headphones and the music sounds like it's kind of low and you can kind of tell that the music's coming from their headphones, but then you kind of lift your headphones out of the ear, or then maybe they take them off and all of a sudden the music sounds louder. Low pass is that sound that kind of makes it sound like it's in the other room but not in your room kind of situation. That's this right here. And you can add low pass. And low pass is kind of high right now, so under our cutoff we can adjust the sound. I'm gonna put it at like 600. Actually, you know what? I'll show you what it does, but in a different video because it doesn't sound as good here. I'll leave it like that for now, with maybe a constant power, and put a constant power over this, make it a little bit smaller, and then just let's see, can I copy this effect? Copy, paste. No, it doesn't.
Name is Sarah.
Yeah, it doesn't let me. All right, cool. So we'll just drag this in here, make it really small, and there we go.
My name.
Cool. And so that's that sound, right? Let me go back here and see if I did anything else to this. So this is gonna be my music, I believe.
My
And
name
this is
is
my
Sarah
fire.
Connor.
My oceans. All right, cool. So let's go back over here.
My name is Sarah Connor.
Here's the ocean
August
water.
29,
And so right around
1997.
here, you'll notice that this Terminator dude is popping out of the water. Now, I couldn't find the best sound effects for that, but I did put some splash water, water movement. I did add this hot tub, or not hot tub, but like tub sound. And it's not the best, I'll be honest, but if we play around with it a little bit, we can maybe drop this down ever so slightly. You can't really hear it anymore. We're gonna do the low pass filter on this one. Drop it in there. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. And then put a constant power at the beginning of this so it doesn't just...
It was supposed to be Judgment Day.
And so right around here, that finishes. This is the wave sounds. So we'll go ahead and put wave constant power right here. Oops. So this is more like an outdoor scene. And so I did add some windstorms. And this is what I've been using for this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this over. Put it somewhere around here. And add a constant power to that as well.
That I changed the future. Saved 3 billion lives.
Now, here's the part where low pass comes into play, right? So like in this part of the music, or even over here, you know, you have a lot of scenes. If we unmute the music, we have a lot of scenes where there's talking.
August 29, 1997. It was supposed to be Judgment Day.
So like it's really hard to hear what they're saying because of that, right? So what I'm going to do is with my razor tool, like here for example.
Who first?
I'm going to zoom into it. I'm going to make a cut a little bit bigger than my audio there. And I'm going to drop a low pass filter. So I want y'all to hear what it sounds like first.
Who first?
And now with the low pass filter.
Who first?
See how the music just kind of like, it's still there, but it just kind of zoomed out or something like that. So with constant power, we can drop that in here so that there's no actual big cut. We can grab our selection tool, make this a little bit shorter so we don't need it to be super big. And then look.
Who first? My name is Sarah Connor.
And so right here where my name is Sarah Connor, we can do cuts right here as well. And we're just going to leave this kind of long because she does talk for a little while here. Cut it there as well. Select this middle section. Drop a constant pass right there and a constant power right here. Drop a low pass filter in here. And
My name is Sarah Connor. August 29, 1997. It was supposed to be Judgment Day.
So for this one, I think I'm gonna leave the actual video as is and just hire the supposed to be Judgment Day.
It was supposed to be Judgment Day. But I changed the future.
And so here we can do this again, you know, cut this out.
No.
And then just kind of cut it right here. Drop the low pass filter in there. Constant power. Right? And so you could try to imitate what I'm doing right now, but you can also choose your own song, right? You can choose your own style, tweak it how you'd like, right? We're trying to make this video come to life.
But I changed the future. Saved 3 billion lives.
And just so y'all kind of listen to what it sounds like without the wind.
Saved 3 billion lives.
Right? So let me rewind again so y'all can see.
But I changed.
And now with the wind noise. just that subtle little sound that you add that just brings the video more to life, right? And if you want to see more of what you're doing, you can make this a little bit smaller to kind of see everything that we've kind of done. So right now, and so our goal now, there's a lot of stuff here, so I'm not gonna redo this again, but I'll show you kind of like what I did here in this area. I'm gonna mute my music so you can only hear the dialogue and my sound effects.
You may have changed the future, but you didn't change our fate.
Right, and then if I play this with the audio, this is what it kind of sounds like.
You may have changed the future, but you didn't change our fate.
And that's what it sounds like. So on this effect right here, which is my whoosh, if I go to effect controls, all I really did was I lowered the volume, but I also did this. So let me go to my whooshes, sound effects, and I did a whoosh to hit. And you can see we have a lot of them here. This is the one I used, which they sound like, and then there's a hit, a punch at the end. So what I did for that one, and I'll show you here as I find the airplane that passes through right around here. What I did for that one, because look at how it sounds like. And the hit is right there, and I need it to be a little bit longer. So even though I'm distorting it, I slow down the audio. And you do that by speed and duration. And I put it to like 50%. And then I just lowered it a little bit.
You may have changed the future.
And then I added from debris. I think I have like debris or something like that. Debris. Let's see, debris, rock drops. This one right here. Yeah, that's the one. Or there's this one too. This one. Oops. Yeah, that one's pretty good. You can put that one around here. So again, you want to be very precise when like the movement happens. And then there's no splash, so you can add the splash, splash water, and just kind of look for the one that works best. Drop that in there. Right, and so on and so forth. And so we want to complete our video by adding sound effects to all of this. So for example, like there's a part where like there's airplanes flying right here. So right around here, I think I added like metal impact. I mean, all those work really, but so like we can use that. Let's zoom in here. And obviously we don't need the whole thing, so we can put a constant power. She starts shooting at him here, so we have gunshots. We're looking for like pistol shots, which might be this one. Yeah, so we can just cut those to however we need them. So right around there's the first one, so we can drag this in here. So she fires one and fires. She fires two back to back. So we're going to cut this, bring this down here, and put it so that it's two of them, kind of back to back. I think she fires another one right around here. And then the rest of these we don't really need because We don't have any more stuff.
You don't make it. Everybody dies.
I did have like, there's like a thing going on here. Oh yeah. Like his hands turn into like swords, right? And he starts like cutting people with it. So I did go, and if you look for like, you're gonna have to kind of like search around through this, but body hits, chainsaw, debris, door creaks, footsteps, gunshots, metal, pistol handling, punches, whooshes. Is it under punches? Fights? No, I remember I added like a sword. Oh, it's right here. Sword stab. Put that in here. And right here, he's gonna start like going crazy with it. So let's go ahead and bring that slowly. You can see the blood splatter. That's gonna be one of the first ones. So we'll kind of put it a little bit closer. Again, holding Alt, we can move this around. That's the first one. That's another one right there. It's like right here, she's like a chain swoop. I did add something like that. I believe it's like a chain switch. Yeah, so we can add this wherever it is she starts doing that. Right around here. And so right around here, she actually, we can go and cut the audio. Add constant fade in here, constant fade here. Lower that down, lower that down. Add a low pass filter, put it right there. And then our swooshing sound can be now kind of like speed and duration slow down to like maybe 60%. Add a constant pass here. Make that a little bit shorter. And so that's that slow down video. Cut this right here. Constant power. Make that a little bit smaller. There's gonna be like explosions or under metal impact. Pistol single shot, that's in the wrong spot. I think I added explosions, I'm not sure. There might be some in here. What's this? That's in the wrong spot. Can bring that in here, I guess. And so on and so forth. And so y'all can kind of play around with it and see what y'all come up with. If y'all need any help while working with this or you get stuck, just let me know. But again, it's going to be a lot of constant power, low pass filters, and a lot of effects trying to bring to life this video trailer. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.